Hey guys, it's Paul and Rey with the No Color Thick Skin podcast coming back at you with another episode 29. Can you believe it?
Yeah, man, we are about to go into our real adult years here real soon. So
Yeah.
getting into them dirty 30s, but we're going to finish it out with a good one here in our last 20th. So, yeah, 29. That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
man.
We're getting up there, and as always, how was your week, Rey?
It's been a pretty good week. We wrapped up, well, myself and a good friend of mine, she started the Jerry Institute, which is the postmortem, the reconstructive surgery / embalming facility out in Tyler. So we had our second class over the weekend, and we had a nice turnout, man. We had some eager students who were wanting to learn. They were very positive, and we had a great time out there. The weather was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's been wild out here in North Texas and out in East Texas. So
That it has.
there were 2 tornadoes that touched down out there in that area. So we had to do a little
Is
bit
that
of
right?
Yeah. A lot of people lost homes, lost some things. We were safe for sure, was thankful and grateful. But we had to do some things with scheduling and move some things around and do this here, there, combined a few days. But the students were, I championed them, and I'm glad that they were open to, just making the changes just on the fly, and they were real cool about everything. So that helped out big time. So finishing up the course and getting back here. So I was like, I got from the bad weather in East Texas, and I come back home, and I'm in worse weather here as well. So we had trees everywhere, and just it was insane for a couple of days. But work's been good. Kids are good. Getting ready for all these camps and different things that they have going on. So pretty exciting. So that's all been pretty wonderful. Coming up here, I'll be going to Austin on Sunday. We have, I think it's the 138th annual Texas Funeral Directors Association convention. So It's a pretty big convention where all the members of the Funeral Directors Association in Texas, we all meet. We have classes, different continuing education things. We have the expo. I am on the Emerging Leaders Committee, which is a committee. It's founded by people who are 40 and under, but it's open to anyone. So we have a private exclusive party that we're throwing.
Okay.
You got to be on the list, baby, to get in.
That's pretty cool.
So we have a nice party. So I got about 3 tuxedos I need to kind of bring down and figure out which one I want to rock out in. So I'm pretty excited about that. So, and then also we'll find out, no pressure or anything, but as I shared with y'all, I was gracefully and humbly thankful to win the 2024 Young Professional of the Year for the North Texas chapter. So
That's a big deal.
So it's okay.
It's really a big deal.
So
man.
all of the chapters will be meeting. So we'll stop it. At the end. So all of the winners for each chapter. So you have the North chapter, the South chapter, East chapter, West chapter, and a Central chapter. So there are 5 different chapters. We'll all have an awards ceremony, and we'll figure out of the 5 which person is going to be the Texas
The
professional.
fairest of
so
them all.
the fairest of them all, the Don Juan of the all. So I'm pretty excited about that. Win or lose or draw, whatever. I'm just thankful that the people of North Texas could see my hard work, and just to be out there with everybody and fellowship. We're gonna have a casino night with the Roaring 30s theme. So
there you go.
I think that's gonna be pretty cool after the award ceremony. So got a lot going on, and just excited and ready to get these next couple of days going. So enough about me, my man. What's been going on with you this past week and a half, my man?
Oh man, talking about crazy weather. I actually got stuck out in it last Tuesday.
Got stuck out in it? Like stuck out?
We had so this last Was it this last Saturday?
I think
It might have been 2 weeks ago now.
I think the Saturday before.
So we had a tornado pass through someplace close to where my work is, and that was intense. The community came together and has really been helping, put things back and get people places to live and supplies to live with and all that stuff. So some people are living by donation alone right now. It's pretty nuts.
Right.
And so we were blessed. We didn't really have any of that kind of stuff happen to us. But last Tuesday, on my way to work real early in the morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I I must have been like 5 minutes away from my house, and there's wind blowing the rain horizontally.
Oh, yeah, man.
And I was like, this is not good. I don't remember when it did that last. That's so scary. And I'm in a big old truck.
That sideways rain is something else.
Yeah, I'm in a big old truck, and it's like moving my truck.
Oof.
And I'm not going very fast. And so I'm like, this is not good. There's probably a tornado somewhere around here about to form or something. And so I did there was a really small car right in front of me, and I could have just easily gone around them probably, but I waited for them to safely get to wherever they were going, and I ended up pulling sideways underneath an overpass. So I've got a video of this wind just like it. So I heard that it was about 80 to 90 miles an hour, straight line winds or whatever you call it. And so it was moving my truck. And
you don't have a little bit of truck.
Yeah, this truck is kind of big.
That truck is a horse. That's as a grown truck.
It's a grown truck.
Man.
So that was scary. But after that, it's so interesting. We've gotten so much rain over the past few bits and pieces of time since our last episode. And the ground is so saturated. Everybody that I know has mud for a yard. If you had grass, you got a little bit of grass left.
Just a little.
So, so hopefully it's not just like torrential downpour, and then super dry and hot.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's going to be some kind of transition there to where we're just like, wow, this is a really mild summer.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I feel like it's going to happen like that.
I'm sorry. I love your positive thoughts and the way that you presented that, but I feel that that heat is about to just demolish us.
Yeah,
because I think I saw
too,
something. I think it was like 100 and something in like San Diego, like a couple of days ago.
What?
Yeah, right? Man, it was 3 digits in San Diego. Like, and I'm just like, if it's getting that hot out there,
oh boy,
I can only imagine what we're about to embark on. But
well, I can say this: it's not. It's a dry heat. No, not here.
Nah,
it's real muggy up here.
That heat be heating up here.
Yeah, it's like San Antonio weather right now.
It's terrible, man.
I looked at my my car, and it said it was 100 degrees on the way here. So that was pretty intense. But all that to be said, it's weather. The world is in a constant state of fluctuation between things it's got going on, and the sun is at its peak right now, and all this stuff. So, what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
You just gotta live day to day. Get yourself a tornado shelter.
Hey man, global warming. Who knows all the ins and outs, planets,
global warming, global cooling,
hey, man,
global
the equator. How far are you there, and who does it actually affect?
Right.
Okay, the North Pole be doing this. Who knows, man?
Who knows what it is?
Just give your best effort, all right?
Exactly.
Hey, hypothetically, as you were talking about so much saturation of water in
that's it. Yeah.
In the grass and there, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I do work in the funeral profession, and we have to go. Oh, you taking my thunder? We do have to go to these places called cemeteries, right? And not all the cemeteries have roadways that are really paved nicely. So, hypothetically,
Been there.
maybe somebody that y'all know could have possibly got stuck in the cemetery because of all the torrential rain pour, and will have to be out in the cemetery a little longer than expected because they were stuck. I don't know if that's true or not, but that possibly happened.
Possibly
and
might
had to wait
have happened.
and had to wait for the cemetery crews to get done with what they were doing to pull them out. But that's neither here nor there. Everybody's
Dang,
safe
dude.
and sound now, and everything is okay. So that's what I got on weather.
Oh man, that's terrible. One other thing
ridiculous.
that I had going on
Yeah.
is, so we're going to talk more about this later, but I spent a lot of money on an espresso machine, guys.
Ooh.
A lot of money. I have never even thought about doing that until now, and I can tell you, it hurts. My pocketbook is in pain, and I might need to take it to the doctor.
I and look, folks, just worry about yourself, all right? But we're not pocket watching over here. I did not know. Hey, sir, I did not know that the coffee items that you need and espressos and machines.
Oh, he's seen the
and
list.
hot things and the putters of this stuff. I did not know those things had that many numbers attached to them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like stop adding more numbers to that.
I said, hold on, man. Those you got quite a few things with commas, with numbers and more numbers on this list. You have to have these? Oh wow. My blood pressure shot up when I saw the list.
Yeah.
And I know I only saw part of the list. And then you sent me another text with some more numbers. And then I started getting the heebie-jeebies. And I was just like, okay, I want to make sure I'm getting coffee from you at least twice a week.
Twice a week.
When we get going, because I need to make sure I'm doing my part to help my buddy out. Because
Hey, thanks, man.
You are really you going for it, my man.
I'm going for it. That's for sure.
Espresso machine, that was something else, man.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to do that and all that stuff. It's scary and exciting and daunting and
Slow down, man. Slow down. Don't give them all
yeah.
that
So,
right now. Don't
but
give
we'll
them all.
get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
At the moment, we are, we live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So we are quite heavily known to be, sports positive here in in the Metroplex. So the cream of the crop, the loudest, are the Cowboys for sure. I mean, Cowboys are known worldwide.
Yep.
And they have not necessarily
America's
lived
team.
up, literally, the team of America. All right, it may not be the best team, but they're the team that we deserve.
Yep. Oh, that hurt a little bit actually.
Then we have the Dallas Stars, who the hockey team. So they went to the Western Conference Finals in their sport. They did pretty well this year. So they gave us a nice ride. Last year, the Texas Rangers, who's the baseball team here, they won the World Series, which was awesome. It was their first time getting a win there, and it was just nice to see. And now we see our Dallas Mavericks. They've made it to the NBA Finals, and that's a pretty huge thing, man. So we have the entire world of professional basketball. Their eyes are glued on Boston and Dallas. So we are getting a lot of celebrities that are here. The ESPNs, the Inside the NBAs, all of the shows that do all of these sports shows. They are here in Dallas, so you're just seeing a lot of people just here in the area. But this is the first time the Mavs have made it to the finals since 2011, and that was when Dirk led the team to beat LeBron's Miami Heat that year, and that was a huge thing. So I mean, we're looking forward to it, man. looking forward to it.
That's very exciting. I know I'm looking forward to the wings. I'm looking forward. I'm not that into sports. I've got to be honest with you. But I actually did know that the Mavs are playing tonight in a really important game. And,
oh my gosh.
all of my sports positive friends were like, Paul, okay, look, there's going to be a really big game. You gotta go watch it somewhere. And I was like, okay, cool. Because everybody wanted to hurry up and get home.
This is what I love about Paul, because he really isn't a huge sports fan, but he will like embark and go, and he will have a good time with us when we
100%
do the sports thing. So it's like he's the ultimate like guy to take along with to these places, man. So we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna watch the Mavs. Yes, we're gonna get those wings in for sure. But just seeing the new squad. We got Luka Doncic, who's really a great player. He's following in Dirk's footsteps, the path that Dirk put out. Foreign-born players coming over here and doing great in the NBA. We have Kyrie Irving we got in a trade, and people said that was a horrible trade that the Mavs did. And it's just amazing to see Kyrie go on this redemption story from when he was in Cleveland and when he was having issues with LeBron and trying to be a little more aggressive to go on. He actually played in Boston and went to Philly. So he's had a couple of stops, and it's like he's found a home here in Dallas, and he's been the ultimate team player. And that's great to see. And he's just championing Luka. And like I said, just being when you have someone with that great talent who leads with team and leads with understanding that it's all about everybody, the sky's the limit. So, we're going to see,
really?
Who can win, 4 games, the fastest out of this, of these 2 great teams, and see who'll be the champion. But go Mavs, man. Like, we're proud of you guys, and we're glad to see you guys make it to the finals. So it's going to be a good one, I'm sure.
It'll be good. That'll be really good.
Paul's going to eat enough wings for everybody as well.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
I've had wings in a while.
Now, you do know a little bit about golf, though, right? And
I know a little bit about golf.
A little bit about golf and things that happen in
the laziest of all the sports.
Can we? Well, I mean,
no, actually, it's not. And matter of fact, I haven't been so sore in a long time after I went and played golf for the first time in forever.
Pretty
Holy
wild.
Crap!
Pretty wild. When was the last time you played?
That was about 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, so that was hurting, but I know
it was hurting so bad.
Well, there was an incident that took place in the golfing community with Mr. Scottie Scheffler.
What do you think about that?
Man, it's so many different things to talk about in this one incident that happened, right? It looks as if there was an accident so Scottie was headed to one of the PGA events that he was playing in.
So he's a pro golfer?
Pro golfer, yes. Pro golfer. So he's headed to the event to reach his tee time so he can be there to participate in the event. It looks like there was a motor vehicle collision a little further up. So he was trying to, I guess, bypass a little bit of, some of the cars that were in the way. He could just make a left turn to go into the entryway of the golf course there. And there was an officer there who was, trying to stop him from entering. He continued to go. There was verbiage that the officer stated that he drug him as he was continuing to drive, that he didn't stop immediately. And so Scottie gets detained, gets arrested, goes to the jail. They are postponing the event because they're trying to figure out, hey, this guy is one of our premier golfers. We need him to be a part of this event. Like, we need to figure out what's going on. And he gets bailed out, makes it to the event. And a lot of questions are circulating, people trying to figure out what's going on. Then the videos start to show that maybe the officer wasn't 100%. He maybe wasn't 100% in all of the facts that took place at that time. and he didn't have his body cam on. And long story less long, the district attorney and the city, they dropped all charges because, things just didn't add up. So,
oh my gosh, talk about embellishing.
What's going on here, Paul?
Yeah.
Give me what's happening here?
So they're going after golfers now.
They are going. Listen, they're going after the golfers. All right.
The most unlikely of all.
Come on, they're not going after listen. They're not going after M&Ms. Not the Travis Kelce Caucasian guys. Not the the Post Malone ones. Not I'm saying they've always been.
Oh, they've always been. Yeah.
I'm saying now it's like, this is Mr. Highland Park. This is Mr. Ha ta 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 ta, and y'all gonna be lying on Mr. Scottie Scheffler? What?
Oh man,
what's happening here?
Yeah, so that guy definitely. I guess he's some kind of detective with the Louisville something or other. Some law enforcement agency over there, and he was working the golf course, and as security. And what it seems like to me is, unfortunately, per the usual, the officer got his ego hurt because he's trying to, no,
flex.
you can't,
flex
no,
that
you
weight.
can't, whatever it is, you can't. And this guy's like, actually, I'm going to go this way. Like, actually. And I guess the law enforcement guy hit the car somehow like this, or like threw his arm in or something like that.
Did he hit it, or did he was the window down and he
I think the window, because they talked for a second.
Yeah, something.
And so Scottie was like, hey, I'm supposed to be here. I'm
get out of my way.
late,
I'm trying to get my tea time.
I got to make it to my tea time. And this guy's like, ain't no way. And he just like throws his arm in there. I guess he hit Scottie. And then Scottie then, goes.
Right.
And the guy, is hanging on by the window, I guess, and got drugged. But I think the whole situation probably could have been resolved if one or two of the people had a cooler head about them.
Right.
And so maybe that's where we can get the moral of the story of this situation.
Everybody relax.
Yeah, but the cop really was kind of going after him with his story, like, hey, he drugged me, and it's a very aggressive guy. But what you see in the video is actually something a lot more calm. And the law enforcement officer did not turn on his body cam during this whole situation.
What? Huh? What?
So,
what? He didn't cut his. He didn't. So the video evidence and proof that he could have had that wasn't there. He is.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Huh? Ain't that something?
But there were other cameras running, and that kind of saved the bacon of Scottie.
So the truth is going to be shown at regardless, because the other cameras caught it, and that's the thing. It's like if. Hypothetically, if there were no additional cameras or additional footage that was out there, the lay of the land, the being judged by the media would say that, okay, we're going to listen to this law officer, this policeman. We're going to listen to him. Whatever he says is true, and that could have ruined Scottie's life, right? This man's life,
absolutely.
his career could have been ruined because he would have gotten the stigma or the tag of, I am an elitist, number one. So I don't follow direction. I don't follow the law. The law doesn't pertain to me. So they would have made it as if the cop stood in front of the car and was like, you can't go. And Scottie ran him over and did this. So he's an elitist.
Yeah.
He doesn't like cops. He hates the blue. He shouldn't be able to golf. They're going to suspend him for 6 months or a year. He's going to lose some endorsements. It could have gotten to that point
100%.
If that additional video evidence wasn't seen or put out there for us to see. It could have ruined this man's life.
Yeah, one of the worst kind of infractions with the law you can have is if you hurt a police officer.
Oh man.
I mean, you're toast if that happens.
No,
especially if they can prove intent or if they have cooperating witnesses
and evidence. And it's not even just hurt a police officer. If you just touch anything, if you do anything to where it brings an officer any type of discomfort or anything of the norm, it can really do something bad to you, man. So so this is just one of those incidents to where I think everyone has to look at this and realize, like, hey, as we always say, trust the cops. We want great cops out there. We know that there are many great cops out there. There are so many great officers and people who are in law enforcement who are phenomenal. Great people. We know we have deeply rooted relationships with people who are in law enforcement, who we care about and who we love and who we know are great people, who we know have been in those make or break situations, and they actually did the right thing, and it turned out to be great for everybody, right?
100%,
we know these people. I'm getting the chills. We know these people, but at the same time, we have to all know that that's not every single person in that profession. There are some people who will get over. There are some people who want to take advantage of. There are some bad apples over there. So the only thing you have to do, just call out the bad apples is all I'm saying. Yeah. Call out the bad apples.
I agree.
Don't say one bad apple spoils the bunch. I don't like that notion at all because there are some great apples out there. But when we see a bad apple, let's get rid of the bad apple.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I got to say. Let's get the bad apples out, man. Get the bad apples out.
I think in the same way you get the bad apples out, I think that you could say the same thing about our legal system in general, as just because personally it has really shown a side of it that I wasn't prepared for with Donald Trump. And ever since he became or said that he was willing to run for presidency, people not only laughed at him, but tried to sue the crap out of him.
At every single turn.
Sue him, get him in some sort of legal trouble, trip him up somehow in the court. And we see that now, and it's come to fruition now. He's got 34 felony counts of falsifying documents.
Yeah.
And it's all based around that Stormy Daniels case.
Man.
You probably remember she already went to court against Donald, and with a very high, what do you call it? High profile
attorney.
High profile attorney. Yeah. And he is now in jail. So,
bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, crazy sauce. But what do you think of that?
I honestly, I don't want to get soft here, but I'm sad for America first off, because I don't care what you think or what you feel or anything. The fact is that Donald Trump, he was our president. Yeah. He was the president of the United States of America.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
He really was.
And I don't care if you think he got it this way or that way or what was it doesn't matter. That is the fact. And to see that we, America, our leader, one of our former leaders currently is going through this, and this is the first time. This is unprecedented. Like, we have a former president who is being charged on felony counts at 34, and all 34 stuck. I didn't think anything would ever be seen like this ever. I was like, maybe they'll get him on. They'll bring it down to a couple of misdemeanors or something, or get a couple of things here or there, and then it was like, all right, well, they may get a couple of all 34 of them stuck. Every last one of them, man, stuck. That threw me completely off guard. I did not think that was even possible. So this whole thing is just I feel like it's a black eye just for us as Americans because this isn't what we are supposed to represent. We are supposed to be better than what this is. So it's just hurtful. And then you're looking at, I'm just sick and tired of hearing Stormy Daniels. Like I'm that name is just really, it's making my eyeballs feel like they're going to bleed because you have this woman, you know, hey, whatever your profession was or what you like to do in your spare time to gain money.
Sex work is real work, Ray.
Okay. Okay, Paul, just throw it out there, sir. I don't judge women for anything that you do. I know a couple of women who are great individuals who are professional dancers out there in the world in certain establishments, and they are some great people. I don't judge them for their work, and I don't judge Miss Daniels for the work that she did.
Yeah.
But But at that moment in time, you signed an NDA with this man to keep it on hush hush. You're going to get paid this, and you need to just go off somewhere. And you don't just go off somewhere in the wind for, 8 years, and then you just show back up and like, oh, guess what? I don't like what we agreed on. I'm finna go talk. No, you don't do that. That's not what an NDA is supposed to be about. So this whole thing started from that. They're looking at all these records. I'm not saying that our former president is a saint or that he, shouldn't go through this. I'm not saying that at all. But all of this stems pretty much from here. And I don't understand why her accountability level is so low and isn't being questioned and talked about in this as well. So it's just so many, like I said, there's so many different variables to this story, man.
The facet that drives me nuts is Stormy Daniels is not a part of this at all. However, it's about what happened with her. Right. And so everybody's like, oh, it's a new court case. It's another new court case no, it's actually the same court case. Yeah. But they're trying to make it about how he falsified documents.
Falsifying documents in the funds and campaign money and this going here.
Yep.
His attorney.
But how? Yeah. So, I mean, I haven't looked super deep into how they classified these as falsified documents because of campaign funds. But I don't think that's how that actually worked. It's like there's certain ways that you can pay for certain things, and Donald, I mean, you can't know everything that you like. There's no way I could know if he actually did something the correct way.
100%.
Number one, I'm not a lawyer. Number two, I wasn't there, right?
Right.
But if all the things add up correctly from what Donald said, he said, hey, Michael Cohen, I need you to go pay this lady this much and have her sign an NDA, and then we're done with that. Perfect. Okay, cool. Everything else that happened, it wasn't done by Donald.
Right. Right.
He's not over here going, okay, you need to pay for this with this, and make sure that we get.
You mean to tell me he didn't walk into Chase Bank and say, hey, guys, put this account number in. I know it says Department of the United States for Donald Trump. And take the money from here and give me a money order that says Trump campaign funds. And y'all got me on camera, and I'm going to sign it and give it to Stormy Daniels. That didn't happen. Like, they don't have video proof of him going into Wells Fargo and asking for a money order.
So not only not that, like the people that he's asking to do stuff don't even do that. It's like so I'm just trying to figure. Okay, yes, obviously you guys don't want Donald Trump to run for president again.
Yeah, right.
Obviously you don't like the guy, and obviously it doesn't matter if you like him. The people that are in the United States are still going to vote for him that like him. So I understand that you're trying to tarnish the record of this guy. What do I think? I think that he is not a perfect person at all. He is not somebody that I would hang out with on the regular. I think I've said this on our show before. This isn't somebody that I would hang out with on the regular because he's not my cup of tea as far as a person goes. But I do respect the heck out of him for the things that he's done while he was our president. Like I said, not a perfect person. He has a temper. He is maybe what we would call insecure about a few things. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Yeah, so is everybody. Right. But what does he not do? He doesn't, when something needs to be done, he's not found eating ice cream or sniffing some little girl's hair or falling upstairs or not found anywhere because he's nowhere to be found. He also doesn't walk onto the presidential lawn and say, my butt's been wiped or whatever he said. Man. You know, there's just so many gaffes for our current president. And, you know, I don't know which is worse other than the actual data, the actual facts for who's been sitting in office and what happened while they were there. That's all I got. That's all I got.
It's sad that the two people we have to choose from are these two individuals to be the leaders of, quote unquote, the greatest nation in the world.
Agreed.
Like it blows my mind that we have this person who's in office who honestly looks like he is 3 minutes away from being on one of my tables at work. Or we have
Who's
this
that?
gentleman, Sleepy, they call him Sleepy, Joseph. Or we have an individual who I don't want to put words on Donald Trump, but he has the ability to ignite a base that has more hate within them and who aren't looking to be together, and it's more division when he is in office. And it's like, I don't want either of those. I don't want this person who can barely communicate with us, who is weak, feeble, who forgets things, isn't at the top mentally as far as making decisions, like he's running our country, or this person who has the ability to have more division within this country. That shouldn't be the two A or B that we have to follow up on. There are so many smart individuals out there in the world or in the United States who live here, who would do wonders for us, but they won't get it because
Vivek was my favorite.
Yeah, he was great. The things that he was putting out and that he wanted to do, absolutely amazing.
What can I say?
But that melanin in his skin and him being...
Oh, that's not it.
And him being...
I think he was the wrong religion.
So that's what I'm saying. So that and the religious aspect of it, those are just two things I'm not sure that all of America can, fully get behind. But hopefully at some point in time we will. But yeah, who knows what this presidential election and this whole cycle and everything is going to, show us here. I mean, if you're found guilty on 34 counts, you can still run for president. That's still happening.
You can't vote. Felons can't vote.
Hey, felons
can't own a gun.
You can't own a gun, but you can run for president.
You run for president, doggone it.
And you probably win.
Some of this stuff is kind of like the movie Idiocracy.
Idiocracy, man. Idiocracy. You took the...
Dude.
Let me get out of my head.
Yeah.
And that wasn't planned, all right? That was full organic. Don't be in the comments, oh, yeah, we're going to say it. No, that was organic. Idiocracy is a...
Although I think what's his name as president would be pretty interesting,
Terry
too.
Crews?
He's a really good guy, seems like.
You talking about Terry?
Seems like he is.
Out the movie?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Oh, yeah. Not as that character he was playing, but as himself.
Terry Crews as a president. The Rock
He'd be
as
doing
the president. Doing a peck
doing a peck dance.
Making them chesticles pop, 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 pop. Yeah, Terry Crews. That's funny. Oh, The Rock. Oh, they always want to go with celebrities. Hey, I think we just need somebody who really understands that. Let's get some kumbaya going, y'all. Let's get let's mend a lot of these wounds. How can we get to a place to where there's not so much division, man?
That's the next president.
I'm sick of
That's the president after this president.
So we got to go.
And
through.
I think we're getting a Trump. I think we are.
You talking about this go around?
Yeah, I think we are.
I told you that. I said that a couple of episodes ago.
Yep.
I said I got a hot bar I'm about to spit at y'all, and y'all gonna probably try to cancel me. But I said I feel as if he's gonna win, and because it's every pundit who is on the side of the Democrats, anything that's said, it's always how bad Donald Trump is, how bad. I never see anyone 100%. Highlighting these things of Joe Biden or what the Democratic Party is doing. It makes no sense to me. Why are you always just saying bad, looking at bad over there? You need to tell me why your quarterback is the great. Tell me why you have the best quarterback in the world. That's what you need to be talking about. But they just cannot. They cannot.
Why?
They can't do it. They just continue to just want to spew the hate.
Got that syndrome.
Dumb. But whatever. We'll see how it all.
Orange person bad. What is it?
Hey, all right. So, look, this whole political structure, we can stay on that for hours upon hours. But
we could.
I had something like I really want to pick your brain, just not just as a friend, but as somebody who understands what it takes to be determined and to be headstrong, to be focused, and to navigate the world while trying to reach greatness and go to next levels, my man. What you are embarking on is huge, man. And I feel that it's something that, needs to be shared, needs to be noted. And I just think it's awesome. And just seeing you go on and take on new journeys and finding your place within the world. How'd you get to this place, man? Because you are, like I said, you're this entrepreneurship is not for the faint at heart, man. And this isn't your first time doing this, but what can you share with me, share with our people as far as embarking on that full entrepreneurship and that whole road of you betting on yourself and trying to get to that greatness, man?
Well, they ran out of tickets to go to the top of Mount Everest, so I decided to start a coffee company.
And just like that, folks, that's what happened.
Okay, we'll see you later.
All right.
So I've wanted to do this for a long time, which is kind of funny because I actually don't drink caffeinated coffee anymore, which is really bizarre. I never thought those words would come out of my mouth ever.
Pretty wild, huh?
Pretty wild. And so actually the dream kind of faded after I stopped drinking caffeinated coffee because it's like, what's the point? But all the doors opened for me to do this, and I basically couldn't help but, I definitely could have said no.
Oh, yeah.
But I think just the right set of things has happened in my life that made me kind of go, if I don't do this now, how long will I regret not taking that step to try? And I know I've had my own businesses before, which were mainly service-based. It wasn't selling a product as much, I was in marketing. I did, marketing videos and stuff like that. So I kind of did that, but it was more like selling myself, and what things I could do. This is a lot more of like, the product that I'm selling and what I, services that I can offer with the product that at the end of the day is what I'm handing to somebody. And, it's, it really kind of brought me to a point. Like I said, the doors were open. I was able to, go to a bank and say, hey, this is how much I need. And they were like, here you go. And I was like, what? Wait, what? This has never happened before. What do I do now? And so,
dollar bills, yo.
yeah, well, yeah, you got to fight the urge to do all that.
Oh, yeah. I know, right?
But yeah, honestly, it happened to where it was so easy. It was scary, and it continues to be scary because it's like, this is not a cheap thing to do the way I'm doing it. And I mean, you could totally go out there and spend, whatever it costs to get a horse trailer or an enclosed trailer and outfit it yourself, but that's still thousands of dollars, you know?
Right.
So, I've got a trailer that's being custom built and has all the things that you need to be able to pass, health inspection and, I have appliances in there that are commercial grade and NSF approved and stuff like that.
Stainless steel, easy cleaning, sinks and all that, man. Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot. It's so many things, and you don't think of it when you see somebody doing this out, at whatever event. You got a pizza truck out there, or you got somebody doing snow cones or something like that, or somebody cooking hot dogs or burgers or something. You don't think about all the things that make that possible. But if you think about it right now, you have to have a generator that's powering all the things in there, like your air conditioning, your, all of your warmers and things like that.
Definite refrigeration.
Refrigerators, all of your other electric appliances that you got going on.
Yeah.
And so some of that stuff, all the warm stuff can be, some of it can be run off of propane, but an espresso machine runs off of electricity. There's one that I found that can be run off of propane, but it's a joke. I wish it was better, honestly, because I would have considered it. But we're talking thousands of dollars for a commercial grade espresso machine, and all the other appliances that you need to support that. And then you got to buy inventory of syrups and powders and all
napkins,
these different
cups,
napkins,
straws,
and lids, cups, straws, sleeves to go over the hot drinks, and then you got to put your name on stuff. It's a lot of things.
You want the advertisements
as
well? So you want the branding
going?
You got to do all of that.
So
it's a laundry list of things.
All that to say, it became a lot more than what I thought. But fortunately, it was like I know all of the things that I don't know, if that makes any sense. Like I haven't done these things before, but I've been managing a business that is not mine, but it's my family members, and they do all the things that I don't. And those small bits and pieces are where I have to figure things out. So like getting into QuickBooks and setting up an LLC and making sure all my legal stuff is dotted and crossed and all that stuff. Insurance.
Business bank accounts, insurance.
Yeah, so it's a lot more than just you go buy a trailer and then you go to a wedding and you serve people hot chocolate or whatever. No. It's so much more, guys.
Yeah.
So, but I also plan on making it into a business that could be so much more, so much more, serving the community that I want to be in, and so much more like, I want people to pay me good money to get a really good product, and they'll be happy with that. I'm really excited about that part. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
So
I honestly feel that's your number one selling point for this beautiful business and adventure that you're embarking on is that you give a damn. You care. Like you really do care.
Yeah.
Like you care, man. Like you care about the product. You want people to have the best of the product. And 100%. It's not that you're even trying to cut corners or lessen this or that so you can maximize. No, what's going to be the best product that I can give to this person that they're going to absolutely love? And the knowledge that you've acquired over the years in the many different professions you've been in, I feel has assisted you in being able to do this.
I agree.
So it's like the connection. So as you said, and this was great, the things that you don't know. Listen, that was a bar. I didn't want to interrupt him when he said it, but the things that you don't know. Okay, why do you know the things you don't know? Because, as you said, you've been managing where you've been managing. Also, you've made relationships and connections with people in a lot of those areas that you didn't even know that you were going to need, that you were going to be able to call on.
100%.
You've been able to call on people who are experts in XYZ field that you necessarily didn't know, and they were able to guide you and help you along the way.
One shout out, if he's watching,
okay.
One guy named Kai, thank you so much.
Say, Kai,
Yeah.
you are a scholar. And is this a guy? Is this a male?
Guy, yeah.
Hey, Kai, you are a scholar and a gentleman, Kai. We appreciate you, Kai.
Thank you so very much.
That's that.
Yeah.
That's $1 million thank you right there, Kai.
It is.
But that's honestly, man, like that's being able to build relationships with people. As I said, they're probably people you've known for years and you didn't even know that you were going to need to call upon them. But because of who you are and the relationship you have with those people, you were able to call upon them and they were ready and willing to help you because of the person who you are, man.
Well,
so
no,
that speaks
Sean,
wonders.
thank you.
Hey, is Sean a guy or is this a woman? Because it could be. No, I'm saying because names kind of change a little bit. Hey, is Sean a guy? Or a
Names
girl?
of Sean.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's a
male?
guy. It's a
Male?
guy.
Hey, Sean, you're a scholar and a gentleman, and we just want to say thank you.
Oh my
We
God.
appreciate you, Sean. Man,
Thank you.
that's $1 million thank you there, Sean.
Really?
Appreciate you. So being able to have those relationships and build those things with people, that's been able to help you as you're embarking on your journey, man. And that's important, when we're, navigating through life and we're meeting different people. You never look down on anyone, or you're never supposed to, be negative or anything of that nature. You just never know who you're going to need at a certain point in time in life, man, because if you're good to people and you treat people well, they'll be willing to go out of their way to help you and assist you in going forward in what it is that you're navigating, man. And I know for a fact that's one of the main reasons and big reasons why you've been able to, because you've made a huge jump, man, into being, in this comfortable space of uncomfortable. Like you're in a comfortable, uncomfortable space because of people who've been able to guide you and help you along the way, man. And which is awesome to see. It's absolutely awesome to see. So
thank you.
This is one of those things of,
Scary.
I get it. It's daunting for sure. I get it, my man. But, I think, like I said, that one bar of, knowing what you don't know. And I think number 2, this is something I want to piggyback, and I almost got the chills from it. But, I look at life as everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah.
And it's however you want to look at that. You can go as deep as, you can see somebody walking down the street and, they may be sad. You can smile at them. That can change their whole day. They maybe do something and change somebody else's day. And just that one smile that you gave to that person who was having a tough time in life just changed the trajectory of so many other people's days, weeks, or whatever. When I feel and when I hear you say, I don't even drink caffeinated beverages anymore. I don't, drink, all this caffeine. I don't do this, but I feel that you're an expert in coffee and in caffeine and understanding that world. And I'm gonna say this, I don't want you to get upset with me, but when you look at famous, and y'all take this journey with me, all right? Just it's gonna be quick. When you look at men and women of the illegal, paraphernalia world who sell certain things of, I guess you will call them party favorites and things of that nature. There's a saying that in that world that is known to be known by a lot of people, and it's don't get high on your own supply. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the back. Don't get high on your own supply.
Yep.
So the reason you don't get high on your own supply, because if you getting high on all of your supply, that means you don't have supply to have for the demand of the people who needing that. You using all of your supply, you can't get no money. So if Paul, my buddy, was drinking up all of the caffeine because he needed to have it and he wanted it, he wouldn't be able to have the product to sell for the demand. So when I say things happen for a reason, you're embarking on this journey, my man, and you can't be drinking up all the coffee yourself. You can't get high on your own supply.
It's true.
So you can be an expert and be knowledgeable. You know what it feels like. You know it because you've been there, but you don't have to be your own customer because it's not beneficial for you.
I will say I'm really excited to have access to, have a reason to have access to freshly ground decaf coffee.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, yes, I'm sure it'll be great.
But yeah, it's interesting you say that because it's pretty deep actually. Because when you're making there, okay, for some reason I don't know why. It's a lot easier for somebody to go into this type of business that drinks caffeinated coffee because everything seems like the right thing. It just makes sense, to do this. But I say that coming from experience because I used to drink, not just caffeinated coffee, but it felt like, that was the thing that turned my day on, like it was that and nicotine, those were the things that kind of like was the binding to my day. Now it's basically a testament to like, not only I don't feel like I enjoy coffee, but I don't need to have it anymore. And for that, it's basically like even more of of proof that these doors were just wide open for me to get into this because it's still a dream of mine to serve, really good coffee to people. And I know other people really enjoy, waking up and the smell of that, that freshly brewed coffee and that, that tea and stuff like that, or some pastry, which we're going to be selling freshly baked cinnamon rolls.
Oh boy!
So dangerous stuff.
Oh boy,
but all the different flavors
I'm trying. You're making it hard. Oh, man.
And I think we'll probably be doing up the cinnamon rolls in a certain kind of way, That's really exciting to me, and it's a really big deal. Anyway, you're talking about not getting high on your own supply. It's really kind of a game changer for me because I never thought I would have a want to do this again. Not drinking caffeine, but I think it's that much more exciting because of it.
It's the perfect. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That is that. As I say, the top two things. That is a perfect thing for you right now, man, and that's why I feel that it's just to the moon, man. Like it's to the moon. Mm-hmm. I'm just excited. I am so excited, man. I'm just as a friend, I'm proud of you. Just seeing the steps that you're taking. You've motivated me in so many different areas as well, and I'm thankful for that, my friend. So you're blazing a trail, man, and I mean you're doing some wonderful work, man. And that's huge. It's huge, man. I'm telling you, I don't take it lightly, man. I do not take it lightly because all that hard work and things that you've been putting in over these past couple of months, man. I salute you.
Thank you, sir.
I salute you.
I still got a lot of things to do, guys.
Hey, you're still in those beginning stages for sure. But yeah. I mean, I think those beginning stages are coming towards the end of the beginning, and you're getting to a next level to where things about to start moving up, and we're gonna keep moving.
Yeah,
There's no
keep
slowing
moving
down.
and grooving with it.
Keep slowing down. I don't think I can. We can't quote, Diddy quotes no more. So I can't say things, that P. Diddy used to say. So
Real shame
I'm
there.
Sorry. It's so bad. There's so many things we can put into the atmosphere, but we just can't say those things because Puff Daddy is he's a nasty daddy, and we don't want to support him anymore.
Or be
unfortunately.
associated. No.
Mm-mm.
I will say, I should have done this at the beginning, but the name of the business is called Roast to Roost.
Roast to Roost.
And we're going to serve coffee, tea, and scratch-baked cinnamon rolls. And, it's really exciting. Our logo is chicken with next to the words Roast to Roost. You'll see it maybe. But I'm really excited about all the things to follow.
Absolutely.
And I can't express to you how much it means to me to have your support. And
hey, I'm a nobody. Don't do that. I'm a nobody.
Somebody else I want to thank is Marcos. Thank you so much, Marcos.
It's Marcos, a guy or girl.
It's a guy. Marcos is a guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marcos, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
Oh my gosh.
And we thank you, Marcos, for everything you've done for this guy.
Yes, sir.
And I want to let you know, Marcos.
Big thank you.
Marcos, that's $1 million thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Marcos.
For sure.
I love it, man. I love it. But yeah, man, we'll keep rocking with you, man. Keep pushing, keep going, and I just can't wait.
The next parts for me are fun mostly, except for having to deal with all the different governing
Bodies
agencies.
and agencies and
Yeah.
just having to figure out what they like and
Yeah.
what's supposed to be on there. But I mean, as long as you got that in itself,
Supposedly, I've got it pretty easy.
Yeah, I was going to say if
So-
you have those stuff taken care of, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big stuff. So it's like you dotted the I's, crossed the T's, and you kind of went a little above because some people do the bare minimum. No, from what you said that you've done, you've gone above that. So we're gonna be good. We hitting home runs, baby, hitting home runs. Well, so that's kind of been our topics for the week, guys.
I've got one more thing.
We got one more.
Chris and D. Thank you so much, guys.
So
thank you so much for working
another
with me.
thank you for
It's another
folks
thank you.
over there.
That's all I got. Yeah.
Now, Chris is a male.
Chris is a man. D is a
yeah.
female. It's actually his mom.
Oh, so we have a first female that we can thank.
Yes.
But Chris is the guy.
Chris is the guy.
Hey, Chris and D, we just want to say thank you. Chris, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
Yes, sir.
Miss D, who's a lady, you are a gentlewoman and a scholar, whatever we can say for a woman scholar. You are that, man. And we thank both of y'all, Chris and D. That's $1 million thank you. Appreciate y'all. Listen, as we come to this conclusion and as we, sit here and just think about things, as I always say, man, at the end of the day is going to end. And we're coming to the end of this day.
Here we are.
And we appreciate you guys for always rocking with us and being here and just supporting us throughout our little journey that we're going through. We absolutely love being able to come on here and talk about the things that are going on in the world and around here in the area that we live. So if this is your first time here, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. If you don't mind hitting the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're listening on Spotify or any of the other platforms as well, give us a like and a follow on them also. But if there's something that we talked about today that you have any input on, like how do you feel about what's going on with former President Trump? Is there a witch hunt, or do you think that it's justified in what it is that's happening to him? Let us know. Were you affected by the weather? How are you feeling during that time? I know it was kind of crazy for everybody, and anything in between that we talked about. Have you gone on a journey of being an entrepreneur? Is there something that you can express or share with Paul to help him get better at what it is, and any pitfalls that you had to go through that you don't mind sharing that can be of a positive for him, man, drop us a line. Let us know. We're always thankful and grateful to hear from all of you all who support us, listen to us, and share different things with us about our topics. But this has been the No Color Thick Skin podcast. My name is Ray, and this is my great buddy, Paul. We appreciate you guys for being here with us, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Bye, y'all.